Now, a lot of rehab plans focus on strengthening the other rotator cuff tendons, and you may wonder, is that why I'm calling them bad? No, actually, that's a really good thing to do. Because when you strengthen the full spectrum of dynamic stabilizers of the shoulder, that glenohumeral joint will sit more center here. The ball sits on the tee in a much better position instead of pulled forward, back, different directions, that kind of stuff. And so when you do that, you then allow for the correct use of different muscles when you're reaching overhead and things like that. You're doing a lot of pressing activities either overhead or in front of you, or you're doing a lot of pull downs, which actually is an internal rotator, not external. You may end up having a lot of strength in the internal rotation side of things, but not as much in the external. So I actually got a lot of my injuries playing volleyball when I go up for a block and going up too fast, I'm actually subluxing my shoulder joints. So they would slip out of the joint briefly, not dislocation, but a little subluxation. And in doing so, it really irritated the biceps tendon, the rotator cuff, this labrum in both shoulders. And I drove stick at the time. I couldn't even drive stick. It was that painful briefly. Once I learned that lat pull downs were actually not an external rotating exercise and it was internal, I was really just doing one side of the equation, started doing resisted external rotations this way and this way. The pain really went away, and I haven't gotten it back since, fortunately. But you don't want to start there. You first want to start by fixing the movement of the shoulder blade here. You want to make sure that you're able to actually move it in concert with each other and have a right balance between the scapulothoracic movement, so your scapula, so that shoulder blade on your rib cage in the back there, as well as the amount of movement through that glenohumeral joint. So the right balance there is important for not straining your neck, not putting unnecessary strain on certain tendons here, not getting pec minor problems underneath your pec major here. That's another common injury. So certain activities for those sort of things.